Hey vlog! Welcome back to another Alyssa's Appetite.
And Max is staring at me real cute.
So today we're going to go ahead and make pierogies. And I'm not pretty sure that's how you say it. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. But it takes about an hour and a half to make, so I already started up the potatoes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the dough. It smells a little bit like tequila. I do not have a roller, which I really need to make this recipe, but that's fine. What we need for our flour is going to be, or for our dough is going to be 2 cups of flour and a small mixing bowl. So we're going to do 1 cup at a time and put it in the sifter and just sift it, because I really prefer sifting the flour over just dumping it in. Everything is just lighter and fluffier, and also it just feels really nice and bougie. We also need a teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm heating up the butter in a microwave here. It's already melted, perfect. So you only need it in there for 14 seconds and then your butter is completely melted. We'll go ahead and put that in the pot as well. Next you'll need a cup of full-fat Greek yogurt. I actually had my boyfriend go pick this up and I did not read the instructions, or else he would have gotten me exactly what I asked. But I just said yogurt. So he got me a plain low-fat yogurt, which is totally fine as well too. I don't mind. Also, we need 1 egg. So we're going to mix everything together until it's combined. Awesome, looks like my potatoes are boiling. So the potatoes, you're actually supposed to peel them. I did not peel them because I really like the skin of the potato. It just has a lot more nutrition. Also, always make sure the surface you're cooking on is disinfected. What I'm using is the 7th generation all-purpose cleaner. Always before kneading out something, you want to go ahead and, or kneading out bread, you want to go ahead and sprinkle some flour on the surface that you're kneading. So we're going to go ahead and let that sit. We're going to use a damp towel to go ahead and cover it up. So we just put the damp towel over it to go ahead and help it all set together. And we'll set this aside now. Now we're going to work on the potatoes, which I have already boiled to go ahead and help save time. For russet potatoes, I got small potatoes. So I ended up actually getting small potatoes. So I went ahead and put 3 times the amount. And I don't have onion powder, so we're going to use garlic powder instead. I know it's going to be a bit more potent, so we're not going to use as much of it. For the filling part, we will need 4 russet potatoes, peeled and quartered. I ended up not peeling them because I like the skin. 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar, which I have here. I now can shred my own cheddar though because I have a cheese grater and I'm very excited. 2 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, which it is at now. Half a teaspoon of onion powder, so we're using garlic powder instead, so we're going to just do a little dash real quick. And then kosher salt and pepper. So our potatoes are all boiled and everything, and the starch is actually really good for compost. So we're going to drain our potato water. If y'all don't know how to quarter potatoes, basically you just get it, chop it in half, then fold it like that, ba-bam, turn, ba-bam, and then you can always go ahead and do another half. And your potatoes are quartered, basically. All the potatoes are now quartered and in here. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do, mash all of them on low heat. So I'll turn it to about 2 and just start mashing. Once your potatoes are all mashed, you're gonna go ahead and add in everything. So I actually don't need this, so this entire bag is 2 cups of cheddar. Then we need the 2 tablespoons of butter, room temperature. Also, I'm super excited to check on this dough. We don't have the half a tablespoon of onion powder, so we're just gonna use a dash of garlic powder. Then we're also adding in salt and pepper to taste, and just a bit of salt. If you want your potatoes to be creamier, I think it's heavy whipping cream that you add in, but I don't have that, but I do have whole milk, so we're gonna go ahead and use some whole milk. That's probably like 1/3 cup. I'm just mashing my potatoes right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other little thing with y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and move the thing off, back to our disinfected surface. Here's the dough after 30 minutes. It's still very small. It doesn't really look like it's risen much, but that's totally fine. I don't have the rolling pin, so we're going to use a glass and just pray that works. And just sprinkle on some flour here. And we're going to go ahead and roll it until it is about an 1/8 inch thick. Just kind of do that. If it sticks, just add more flour. All right, need more flour. So, sweet, it came out. Not a complete nice circle, but like, it's kind of decent. We have our little thing. It's semi-thin. I'm just gonna go ahead and squish in my hands a bit more like a tortilla. You know what? That's actually what I should do. I'm just gonna make it like a tortilla and just kind of stretch it out a bit as well. And we're going to take a bit of the mashed potatoes, put it in there. Then we take our baster, dip it in our water, and just kind of lightly brush the edges so that you can go ahead and fold it and pinch the sides. So you're gonna go ahead and put it into a large bowl because this recipe makes about 40. So you just put them in your large bowl and be sure to cover them as you go. Here is all the ones that I made. So it's not too much, but it's a decent amount. And then I still have a lot of leftover potatoes. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is make some bacon and then add that into the potatoes. So I'm heating up the pan now. I am exhausted. I've been cooking for hours. We are boiling our water now. We're going to go ahead and put in our babies for about 2 to 3 minutes each. And I had it covered. Oh my goodness, please do not be sticking to one another. And we're just going to drop these in until they float to the top is what it said. Yeah, salted. I did not salt the water. Boiling, drop them 1 to 2 minutes until floating, and then drain it. If you have, like, you know those, like, Asian noodles kind of things, and you scoop it up, and it's just, like, it's like a net, it's like one of those things, that would be really cool to have for these. Let me show you what it looks like. This middle one is the one that I had dropped in first, and it is rising the closest to the top, so I guess whenever it's done, 1 to 2 minutes, or until floating. Here's how they turned out. They look kind of like chicken, and yeah, it just said until it rose to the top. So I'm gonna try one and let y'all know how it is. I'm just too tired to even put this on a plate, I'm gonna be honest. Tastes like raw dough, but the potatoes are good. Thanks for watching my video, everybody. If you liked it, I'm glad. And if you didn't like it, I'm sorry. I just really enjoy cooking, so I'll probably be doing a lot of cooking videos on here, especially since I have my own kitchen and everything now, which is really great. I am exhausted. I'm going to bed. I've been editing videos this entire weekend as well. So I'll talk to y'all later, vlog. Thank y'all so much for supporting me and for being there. And I look forward to making more videos. Bye, guys.